Alright. Before I do anything stupid, I just need to see this. So I got that on. Okay. Saved. And, alright. Oh, you're already here, Anthony. Alright. Well, I guess I should just start my nonsense now. Shall we? So, this is my first ever stream. I already ruined the intro, that's nice. But just to know, I am the Ominous. And, well, this is my first stream. So much for that. So, for this stream, mostly, I'll be studying for a history, history test, yes. It's in my description or something. But, I'm having a test tomorrow and I'm doing this stream so that I will study and I'll also chat with you guys. So, let's just see how that goes. Oh my gosh, I already have this ruined. So, mostly of what I need to study is this thing. How do I stop this? And let's go to here. So this stupid book have ruined my quiz review because, well, it just has. It just has. So for those of you who don't know, this The Prince book made by Machiavelli is well, just from my prior knowledge, this book was created in the Renaissance, I believe. It was in Italy or Florence, Italy. I'll show you. This area right here. If I could zoom in. It was around this area right here where this book was created. And basically, Machiavelli made this book to teach rulers how to rule. And from what I know from prior knowledge, is that this is a ruthless way of, well, I mean, the Prince book, pages. Alright, let's see what that gets me. Okay, I'm going off topic, but I just need another episode of Lessons of Ominous. I wouldn't call it lessons since, well, I may be some sort of teacher, but I didn't quite get this lesson down, which is why I'm studying it. Place this down. You know what? Speaking of which, Anthony, how have you been doing? Because just before I started streaming, I saw your newest video. If I can pull it up here. Of course, not on the iPad, because it'll be much more slower. let's see here. YT Lightning Lord. It was about, Vanguard Center 6200. Alright. I mean, that video, you were slaying everyone. Well, besides that one round where you basically got nothing. But most of all, you've been doing great, honestly. Probably uploaded 10 times more than me. Alright, explain your context. Well, while you wait, I will continue doing this lesson of ominous. Just after he made this book, Machiavelli, I can never pronounce this name, but Machiavelli, posted this on the printing press, and at the time, the printing press was the fastest way to print things around. Wait, actually, I should put some things on here. It's getting quite the boring here. What even is this? Oh my gosh, is that the best thing I have here? Oh yeah, you respond. The name Vanguard is passed down from my cousin. What, so you just got that name off your cousin and say, oh, well, I'm using it now? Is that what happened? Probably didn't, but you never know. Ooh, I found it. Okay. He didn't? Oh. Alright. Let's just set the tune for this thing. He got tired of using the name. Oh, really? So he dropped the name and, well, you just said free dibs and now you have it? So he called me like. So did he call you like Vanguard or something? This is... Alright. I know you're gonna type a storm, but I got some nonsense to handle here. You want this name, and I said yes. Hey. It's free names. I mean, at this point in YouTube, most YouTuber names are taken because there's 70 million YouTubers. Well, 70 million people download it, but there's much YouTubers as their watchers. Because most of the things you need to do in YouTube, you have to get an account. You have to get a YouTube account. You have to be, you don't have to be verified, but you just need to make an account in order to do certain permissions. Like, say, comment on a video or something, or like or disliking, I don't know. But I know there's something you need, there are some things you have to do with an account. Well, what I'm saying is, since the percentage of the 70 million people made YouTube accounts, there's much more likely chance that your name has been taken. And just look at me for an example. I'm the Ominous, and if you search up the Ominous, you can find ever so much nonsense. Ever so much freaking channels that have the Ominous. And you know what I said? I said, well, what's not being unique? And let's be ununique. And so that's why I have this dash thing. So you can perceive me differently than them. And well, so far it has worked for some time. Oh, you said something. Okay, so I just want to say that the video, I think the montage I made was in homage to all the success I had in the Discord that I built off of me. I will say, the one thing that isn't built off is your English. But nevertheless, your montage was fine. I mean, the music choice was a bit questionable, but it was fine. It was fun. Alright. So, on to the history nonsense. So, if you can type, what did what did it mean write about the poem? See, look. Just after, okay, this was a bit much more context here, because Makahiri was born in a political family at the time, and, well, I don't know what specifically happened at Florence by then, but he got kicked out, and he was forced to live in his father's home, like outside of some hillside, and it was there on the hillside that he made the prince. And as you can see in Google, the book is Machiavelli's advice to the current ruler of Florence on how to stay in power. Well, not the current ruler of Florence, the only person. This was for every ruler in general. Now, of course, these don't work in modern times, since you have these things called bombs, guns, hack thing. Well, so back in the day, this was a good book to read if you wanted to rule. And, well, not now. You just pick up a book of democracy and you're all set. Alright. Water is a liquid element. Fire is a... Anthony, I don't think those are fun facts. Those are basic facts. I mean, I guess it was fun that you mention it, but it's pretty much calming now unless you haven't picked up a video game, in which most people probably have. Just search up any MMORPG nonsense, you will see this exact same quote here. Water is liquid, fire is fire, and wind is wind. It's like ABCs. We all know it, and it's nothing new. Alright. But there's not much things I can get off here, because from what I've heard from my history teacher was that Oh my. Well, then I would have to. Then I would have to review that nonsense about my work in the school. But I can't because I don't feel like it. But basically, it's not about Machiavelli's life. It's about the Prince book and why was it made, when it was made, who made it, and what consequences did you make. And there's also a saying here that if someone was what is his name? Machiavellian. Yes, this. Someone Machiavellian is sneaky, cunning, and lacking in moral code. So this demonstrates what happens. Well, this demonstrates. Well, oh my gosh, I don't know what words to say. Well, basically, if someone's Machiavellian, there are all these bad things because in The Prince, it tells you that you need to be ruthless, and even one of the pages themselves, if you conquer land, then you have to kill all the nobles. You have to kill the whole royal family. So basically, if you were Italy and you waged war with France, right? And you won that war, you have to kill all the nobles. You have to kill all the dukes. You have to kill all the entire royal family needs to get slaughtered. And there's actually good reason to this, because then it makes you in a privileged position to where no one can rise to power. And, well, I guess we're talking about ruler here and not president. So, basically at this time, if you were a ruler, then you basically had all the power. There wasn't any government system that was installed. So, if you had the access of ruler, then you could basically do anything you wanted in the Renaissance. That's if there was some rule where the king or queen couldn't have all the power. And that's basically what happened in England. Well, during the Middle Ages, the Magna Carta was created to limit the king's power. But this kind of throws that away, since we're talking about the Renaissance, and it's been quite a while between the Middle Ages, which is the 1200s to the 1300s, to the Renaissance in the 1500s to the 1600s. It's been quite a while since then. Also, I need to freaking find some nonsense to put on. But why not this? It has some funk, it's good. Alright. Let's see here. Well, that's pyrokinesis then. What do you mean by that? It's pyrokinesis. Well, I know what pyrokinesis is. It's like, maybe. No, I won't use Google. Pyrokinesis is you using fire as like some sort of weapon or something. Like you're using fire at your own will for an attack. Just like if you use ice, that would be cryokinesis, because cryo is ice in scientific terms. You're in a tournament. Wait. You're still in that tournament? I thought it ended a long time. Well, I mean, you did say you were doing it yesterday, so. But still, yesterday was Wednesday, And wow, there must be a lot of people in that tournament then, because that a tournament lasting like the last weekend to now is insane. It'll probably even more weird if you were in a tournament right now while watching my live stream. that would be weird. Well, I kind of have everything in the basis here. I know why the book was created. I know when it was created. Well, I don't know now. When? (1513). Of course, well, here's the thing, right? I'm a blended learner. Oh, you are? Well, oh. Nope, it lasts 4. Oh, so there's only 4 people left? I was about to say, if the tournament lasted like the entire week, and I know whatever server you're on, there isn't like 100 people competing. Wait. So you know what? That justifies it. I mean, if something is popular, of course it's gonna last much longer. So I completely agree with you. But this tournament lasted for more than like 4 days of constant gaming. It's like, are they doing losers bracket or something? Because that's just ridiculously long. Like, I feel like they done the winners bracket, and then I guess for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, they were doing. Wait, Saturday, Sunday, they were doing the winners bracket, and Tuesday, Wednesday, they were doing losers bracket. That's what it seems like here. And this freaking ad. Oh my gosh, okay.
Sorry, Ollie. Need that for the fire.
Alright. So the Black Prince. No, not that. The Prince. That's too loud. So this was made in 1513. It was made to teach rulers. It was made to teach rulers. And it was made in a ruthless. No, the way it was made was to make rulers ruthless, well, selfish. Well, that's basically what all the monarchs were in Europe at the time. But, well, it's 6 times per week, I think. That's what you meant to say. But really, though, I'm comparing your tournament, Anthony, to a Smash Bros. Wi-Fi tournament. And those last at least 1 to 2 days. Well, 1 to 3 days if some nonsense happened, but never have I seen 6 times. Like, that tournament must have over 100 kids. Because there's no way. Or it might be that there are so much campers in the game that it's taking you 5 years to end it. Is that what's happening? Is there campers up the wazoo? Or does everyone want to be in McDonald's internet all the time. It's got to be one of them. Because any other justification, and it will just be stupid. Alright, so... Well, that's it, basically, since... Well, actually, I need to study other nonsense. Humanists, yes. What were humanists? Humanists believed in the importance of an education in classical literature. Alright, so... I think that this was probably related to Europe. Well, not Europe, but Rome, since the Renaissance started in Rome after the rebirth of Greek and Roman ideas from the past. And it started in Rome, Italy, basically. Alright, and I already know what geocentric is, and for those who don't know, geocentric is the theory that the Catholic Church made. Well, it's not what they made. It's a theory that the Earth is the center of the universe, and the sun revolves around it. And the reason why I say it was made in the Catholic Church was because that was where it was preached. It was preached there that the earth was at the center of the universe. Now there's a heliocentric. Well, actually, I should show you the geocentric first. Geocentric theory. So, in astronomy, the geocentric model is a superset description of the universe with Earth at the center. The sun, moon, and stars all orbit the Earth. See, this thing, as you can see, this was what the church preached. They preached this, and this, and this. And I know what you're thinking. At the time, it was pretty stupid to think this way, because we now know that this was complete bogus, and that it was the sun that was the center. But I mean, at the time, since the Catholic Church was powerful, everyone believed it. It's like, how should I say this? It's like when Dasani, right? Dasani is a big dude. We all know that. If Dasani was proven to have all these people around him, if it was proving that he had all this power with him, well, you know what? I have a better example. If someone who has power says a judgment onto people, what will they do? Would they, A, listen to him, or 2, not listen to him? The reason why people listened to him was a fear that they will die. And this was completely acceptable with the church itself, because for people who did not believe in what the church did, they were committed of heresy. Well, not treason yet, because I don't think treason was created at this time, but and at this time, the church had all the power with the Pope as well. So it was either you get criticized from entire Europe, since the entirety of Europe was Catholic, or you would follow it and you would not get persecuted. That's what people did, and that's why they believed in this, and that's why this has gotten popular. Now, the heliocentric theory is kind of what we use right now. it's the theory that the sun is in the center and all the planets orbit around it. Heliocentric theory. This is the theory that basically what we use. And there's a reason to this. I don't know the reason why, but I know Galileo Galilei and Copernicus realized this theory. And as you would imagine, the church accused both of them of heresy. And Copernicus was persecuted, I think. Well, I don't know. But something did happen to him to where he had to stop all of his teachings. And that's also what Galileo did, since he's famous for discovering this theory. He's also famous for making the telescope, which you can visit in real-life Florence. Well, not Florence, but in real-life Italy. There's some place that's famous for his teachings. The church accused Galileo of heresy, since this theory right here, this theory of the sun be at the center of the universe, wasn't what the church believed. And that's basically what heresy says. If you have an idea that's opposite of the church, then that's heresy. It was a real crime. And Galileo was forced to go to the public and deny his teachings. When in reality, it was true. This was right. And you can even, logically, it will be correct. Because two things. One, the sun has much more gravity. Much more gravity than any of the planets. And so, as we know from gravity, it makes, how should I say this? Let's say we have a paper, right? You have a paper on a thing, and you drop a ball on it. It's gonna cushion it, but it will make this space around it to where it's vacuuming things to it. Now, say if you roll another ball around that vacuum space, what does it do? It falls right into it. But if you throw it and spin it fast enough, it will actually circle around that space until it eventually falls. That is basically one reason, because if the geocentric theory was right, then we'd all been screwed. we all would have been dead. And another thing is, well, if you go back to that one slide, well, not that one slide, with the one picture here, what they're saying is that Venus is much more closer to the sun than Mercury is. And it's also saying, Mars is kind of close to the sun, but not really. But that one fact alone from Venus kind of ruins the entire point. Since even at this time, I can't say these things without any evidence. But look at most of the geocentric maps have Venus and Mars the most closest to the sun. When what we all know is that it's Mercury, Venus, and Earth, not Venus, Moon, Earth. That's technically correct, but we can't say that the Venus is that close to the sun. That's something we can't do. I would say, oh wow, I forgot to So there's 13 people in the tournament. Well, shoot, then they all must have been campers or something, because it's either they're campers or they have McDonald's internet, because there's no way a tournament will last 6 times per an entire week just for 13 people to brawl. That's non-existent. I mean, that's basically it. I got all of my... In the test review that I did, I got all of them right. It was only... Okay, maybe the humanist thing I got wrong. And the Prince book I got wrong. Other than that, I got everything right. And so now I got those things down, and that's basically it. But I mean, I guess I can't end it off a high. I can't end it off a high note. So let's see here. What should I do? You know, I have a good idea. Turn on. Alright, I'm gonna ask this something for you, Anthony, since I feel really lazy doing it myself, so I'm gonna raise this thing. And I want you to tell me if you can hear anything. Oh, okay. That's good. So, one thing... Wait, actually, I can't do this quite soon, since the main purpose of the stream was for me to study and talk to the viewers. And now I'm doing this. You know what? I have a good idea. Why don't we look at your videos? Let's see what you've been doing. Also, I don't know where you got these 3 photos things, but they're pretty nice. And I'm just guessing the purple thing is you and the yellow thing is Nero. So I'm guessing the third thing at the bottom left is me. Basically. It's good. It's good. Oh my gosh. That is really zoomed in. Oh, it is. Okay. Also, I really like the Hive controller montage, and of course I was just watching the Vanguard thing and the murder mystery. But the one thing that I can't say nonsense on is this. And I'll have to admit, the reason, usually since I play Brawlhalla, I would have fast type things. Or I can do this, I can type fast and whatnot. The reason why I can't is because before I started streaming, I was playing Splatoon 2, and I was playing for a whole hour and 20 minutes, so part of my wrist is acting a little funny. And I just look at these videos and I say, at least I don't have I can't say that. I can't say that. I mean, you're... How should I say this? You are good at movement because unlike you, I have a motion control, so I don't have a wire thing on my controller. So whenever I want to move around or look up or down, I physically have to move my controller up so I can look. Or I can move the R stick and then I'll be able to move. And so I've kind of injured my arm trying to master that, and now we're here. Just a quick demo of how things happen. Just a quick demo. Ooh, I have a good one. Anthony, you know what this is? I swear, this... I don't care if it's fake or not. This scares the living life out of me. I am not even joking. Like, these things genuinely scare me. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like, as a kid, these screens were the last thing I want to see. Because me at 9 years old, if I see Sonic looking like that, I would have nightmares the whole month. I'm not even joking. Like, Slenderman, not Freddy Krueger, Jack the Killer, and things like this. The Sonic face just gets me freaked out. Like, I don't... And so I was planning on watching it with everyone. But I will need to prepare myself to do it because you've been looking at that since 8 years? Well, I haven't. And since you were born before me, you probably saw this before I did. But even so, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. Like, although I got my fears off of characters like Sonic.exe, like, I'm completely chill with him. But anything else besides Sonic.exe scares the life out of me. And especially those anti-piracy screens. You know what? How about this, Anthony? Alright, you know what? Yeah. Since you say that, I know that I'm gonna get off school at like 2:30 and I'm gonna get here at 4 o'clock. At 5 or 6 o'clock, I want you to get your butt on this stream. I'm gonna let you watch the most terrifying thing that I see on anything. Well, you know, I'm gonna give you 4 videos. Of course, I won't give you the most scariest thing I watch because that's 2 whole hours. Come on now. But there's these Mario, like, I don't know what's gotten into Nintendo to do this. Like, I know Sega had done it with Sonic, but if you look at the 3rd video here, this is what it actually shows. The 2nd one, I don't know. But it most likely shows okay deal. Alright, fine. And you know what? Even better. If you don't get scared even a little bit, I'll do a forfeit. That's how confident I am. Because I probably know you, Anthony, more than you know yourself. And you cannot deny that. I know you more than you know yourself. And I know that stuff like this, you get scared the freak out. I've seen it. I've seen it. And these things just, I don't know what. See, look at this. I think you might have been watching too much PlayStation, because I don't think this happens on PlayStation where they show the character with a creepy thing and they jump scare you. No, you don't see that in PlayStation. You might see that in Capcom, but you'll stream it? Bet. That makes it all the more better. Oh, you're streaming it now, alright. Well, we already shook hands, so you can't take that back. A live reaction makes it all the more better. But still talking about this thing, though. You can't deny, this is all Nintendo. Like, I don't know what. Like, for some reason, Nintendo thought it was a good idea to jump scare kids like this. You don't see, like, the most PlayStation would do was just say to turn it off. And it'll glitch, and it'll tell you to turn it off. But Nintendo, you cannot deny, Anthony. Nintendo take things way too far. And even before, Sega takes things too far. It's like those two companies know exactly how to scare the living life out of you. And they do a pretty good job. They make me not go to the internet to find free games that's obviously pirated. It's a good life lesson. It's a really good life lesson that scarred me. This is probably going to scar me for the rest of my life, knowing that Nintendo and Sega are really serious when it comes to pirate games. Too serious. I mean, it is illegal to pirate games anyway, so they got a few points, but I don't know about it, Anthony. Like, these things generally scare me, and I feel like you have the same fears that I do. Where you just see some black mysterious figure coming at you, and you just immediately dip. I mean, that's basically what everyone does, but we're talking about games here. In games, you don't dip. You just either get jump scared and nightmares for weeks, or you do what it says, turn off the DS or Wii U or something, go to the Nintendo thing on the manual and delete. Well, I mean, you give the thing to Nintendo and that'll be it. You see where I'm going with this, right? Even better is that they were able to get every game. They somehow was able to catch any game that's pirated. Any game. Well, you can't really count ROM hacks, since those technically aren't pirated, but you can just download it. And there's nothing wrong with downloading it, as long as it's not in a official Nintendo device. you can download it on your PC, mobile, or Apple device. You can download it. But in a legit Nintendo thing, like say the Nintendo Switch, you can't do that. You can't do that there. Nintendo, from what I said, would teach you a really good lesson on what to do and what not to do. They'll tell you. Alright. I mean, I guess we'll watch one video together, I guess. To end it off, basically. So, let's go and comment on your things.
No, I'll just leave him to you.
And yes, I did watch this before, which is why it started on an already thing. So what do you do here? Do you like, actually, I should probably put some music. Yeah. Well, from what I'm getting from this game, you mine minerals, and the redstone minerals give you more health. The diamond ones give you, I guess, good gear. And there's this chest that drops at the middle and where you spam click to get it work. It's a wacky way of playing Minecraft, I'll admit.
Go back here.
Something I
Why are you
haven't seen
running?
before. Probably because I'm a Dream watcher and I only watch manhunts and Dream SMP videos for
Wow.
That might be the reason.
Oh my god. I hate movement like
That
that.
just sounds so freaking terrifying. What was that? What is something good? Okay, got it. Alright, I guess it says that. Alright, that's something. Most of these freaking songs are for like gaming action and not. Alright. Oh, this guy's got me.
Well, talking about not taking any knockback. I guess you kind of did take a little bit knockback, but it wasn't like that knockback like I'm where. Oh god, she's not taking any knockback.
What the? Wait. I just got some wait a minute. I just got a notification that you're streaming.
And this is not gonna be your normal live stream.
What?
As you would expect.
What is this?
Today we are going to be watching some horror things because previously on the stream, yeah, alright, so let's try and see this, okay. The scariest
what
video
the?
ever.
Wait. Oh, wait, I'm not going crazy.
At night.
You know this will keep you up at night, and I know that is true. And I'm doing this because of a bet. Don't think I'm doing this on my own free will.
You are not joking.
So let's get right to it.
You are
When you're a creator, you definitely get a lot of negativity.
Anthony. I didn't say right now. I said tomorrow. Why are you doing this right now? And besides, I'm supposed to give you the clips. I didn't say to go into something and he left. Well, alright. I'm gonna end this stream here. I'm more or less exhausted of this. Let me just go to here. Alright. Well, that nonsense will be the end of this first live stream. And there will be more in the future, as I have much more plans going into YouTube. And, well, I guess until next time, I'll see you guys on the flip side. At least I'm... See you guys. I already said it.